So today we have a BMW F10 5 Series. Customer complaint is the door doesn't open from the outside or from the inside. This is what happens. So this is a faulty door lock actuator, which is failing to unlock the actuator so you can open the door. So we're gonna get this door open and then change the actuator. So the first step is you want to remove all the trim pieces. So the first trim to remove is this one right here, which is on the side of the door, like that. You can use a trim removal tool, so something like this, just to pop it off the sides. And then the last step, which you want to be very careful about, is there's a hook right here. So this is not just going to come out. So what you have to do is actually move it to the right. So in order to move it to the right, we need some space over here, because if we don't have space in this area, we won't be able to move it to the right. So in order to do that, we need to remove this trim panel. So this is a fairly easy removal. You can see some of the tabs right there. You just want to put your pry tool on the top and then snap it out. Once you have that out, you also want to remove the tweeter on the door, because our objective is to try to get the trim panel removed or have enough space so we can work something out. The next step is you want to remove the panel behind the door handle. So what you want to do is you want to get your pry tool right here, pop off this clip right here, and then there's two more clips right here, I believe. They're very hard to get to, so you're gonna have to use a lot of strength to pull those out. But make sure you don't use the pry tool on the top, because there's the fiber optic for the light, the door trim, right? So once you get that out, this is what you want to do next. This window molding right here is just installed by pressing it into this pinch right here. So trying to get it, what you want to do is get this out by using the trim removal tool. This might be a little tricky, so you can try to move this back. And before you do that, there are a few clips. So you can see one right there. There's a few right here. You won't be able to get all of them out, but what I recommend is you use a long pry bar or a screwdriver, something like this, to carefully get it right here. So, and then just pry it back so you can get these clips loose. So something like this, like that. So now we have enough space. So let's see what's going on here. So we'll get a light, and right here, you want to put your light right here. And obviously you want to have your driver's side, passenger side or driver's side window down. So what happens is when you press or when you pull the door lock handle, see that piece right there. Let's get the camera to focus a little bit. Here you go. So when you pull it, that piece goes, whoops. So as you can see, this is very tricky. It might be a good idea to get a helper. So what happens is when you pull the door handle, this goes down. So what we're actually gonna do is get our long pry bar or screwdriver. The thinner it is, the better. We're gonna position it right on top of that metal piece. And our objective is to push it down. You don't wanna hammer it because you could damage something. Because the glass is also right beside it. So what you want to do is you want to get a good grip on that, and then you just want to apply pressure. So let's reposition ourselves over here, and where is, there you go. So what you want to do is just press really hard on it, and as you do that, that will open your door. So this method will work for the F01 chassis, which is the 7 Series, and the 5 Series, and some of the 3 Series. After you do that, you can watch There's various videos on YouTube how to remove the door panel. This is your door lock actuator. There's 2 Torx screws right here, and then I believe 3 in the back, and some electrical connectors. So once you do that, you can get the new part and plug it in and replace it. Hope this helps.